T. Clark here, and this video is going to go over the AP Computer Science A FRQ number 4A. So again, I'm rushing through this. I only have a little bit of time today, so I can't even do it first before I make a video. So I'm just making a video on the fly, reading it as I go. So this question involves reasoning about a number puzzle. So a number puzzle of numbers. So a 2D array, like number 4 is about, and we have an integer 2D array. Okay. Each element initially contains a value between 1 and 9 inclusive. Solving the puzzle involves clearing pairs of array elements by setting them to 0. So clearing pairs. So two elements can be cleared if their values add up to 10 or if they have the same value. Solved if all elements in the array are cleared. So we're going to write a constructor and one method of the sum or same. So we have the puzzle, that's my 2D array, and we have a constructor that'll create a two-dimensional array and fill it with random integers as described in part A. Okay, I'm not even looking at how to solve it or clear it or anything. I'm just going to look at the constructor, skip part B for now, and it says, write the constructor for the sum or same. The constructor initializes the instance variable puzzle to be a two-dimensional array with a number of rows and columns specified by the parameters num rows and columns. Okay, let's do that right now. So puzzle equals new integer array of num rows and num columns. So I set up the dimensions using the parameters, and let me just make sure I understand it. So there's always going to be at least one. So there'll be at least one row and there'll be at least one column. So it'll at least be 1 by 1 or more. Array elements are initialized with random integers between 1 and 9 inclusive. Okay, so I'm going to loop over everything and give it a random number, each with an equal chance of being assigned. Okay, write an element. When an element of the two-dimensional array is accessed, the first index is used to specify the row, and the second index specify the column. Yeah, RC, row column, that's how it normally is. I guess they just put that just in case. Okay, so here we go. Let's loop over. I'm going to loop using indexed for loops. So R is less than puzzle dot length. No parentheses is not a string R++. So we got the R. Let's do the for int C. C is less than puzzle bracket 0 dot length. C++. There we go. So I set up my loops. If you forget which one is, do I need puzzle bracket 0 dot length? Do I need puzzle length? You could have just used num rows here and num columns here, if you forget which one is bracket. So that might actually be better. I don't like that personally, but that's a good way to do it. Probably better than in case you forget you need the bracket for the C, but I'll keep it the way I had it. So you're looping through every element and you're going to give it a random number. So how do we get a random number? So you say puzzle RC first, so give it, and you say, okay, equals math.random. So I'm going to look over here at my math.random quick reference. So how does random work? I forgot. So I'll look over here. Returns a number between 0 and 1. Okay, so I want to do from 0 to 1, but I want 1 to 9 instead. So I have, 9 numbers. I'm going to multiply by 9. That's not a 9. There we go. So that'll give me from 0 to 8.9999999. I'm going to turn it to an int. I'm going to add 1 because I start at 1, and there we go. Pretty sure that's it for the constructor. So again, set up the puzzle with the correct dimensions, loop over all the rows, looping through all the columns using indexes. R and C are my two indexes, so bracket R, bracket C, and I give it a random number starting at 1, a random integer, right? They're all ints, yeah. And there's 9 possible numbers there. That was not too bad. So there's FRQ number 4A for 2025. Have a good day.